I know.
I don't like being stared at.
I know.
Oh, dude. Photo shoot.
There's a couple of them. The second crack.
Turned out to be beautiful.
Oh, shit.
Oh. They're both in here? They're both in this one, right? I am... Oh, you're okay. Let's make this transformation on this curve nice and smooth. To the top.
Ellie. Ellie. She running.
Good luck.
I'm sweating for you. Sweating with you. Everyone, please rise. Who gives this woman to this man in marriage? The proud father and mother. Please be seated. We are gathered together on this day to witness and celebrate the union of Christopher and Jessica in marriage. We come together not to mark the start of their relationship, but to acknowledge and strengthen the bond that already exists between them. Marriage is a promise between two people who love each other and who trust in that love, who honor one another as individuals and who wish to spend the rest of their lives together. All of you are present today because you in one way or another have been part of Chris's or Jessica's life. On behalf of the bride and groom, I welcome you and thank you for being part of this special day. As we begin today's ceremony, Chris and Jessica would like us to take a moment to recognize those who cannot be with us. They would especially like to remember Betty and John, grandparents of the bride, and Annalise, grandmother of the groom, who, while no longer with us physically, will be with us always in our hearts and memories. Chris and Jessica would have been proud to share this day with them. At this time, I would like to share a poem by Robert Fulghum called Union. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks. All those conversations that began with when we're married and continued with I will and you will and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe. And all the promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. Acquaintances, friends, companions, lovers, dancing partners, and even teachers. You have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you will say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. At this time, Chris and Jessica would like to go ahead and exchange their vows.
Jessica, my best friend, my other half, the AD to my HD. I take you now and forever to be my faithful partner and my one true love. I promise to love you always and forever. I promise to encourage and inspire you in all of life's trials and to love you truly through good times and bad and everything in between. I will forever be there to laugh with you and occasionally at you. To lift you up when you are down and not tall enough to see everything. And to love you unconditionally through all of our adventures together.
Chris, my best friend, my other half, the cheese to my macaroni, the ketchup to my, well, everything else. I take you now and forever to be my faithful partner and my one true love. I promise to love you like Snape loved Lily, always. I promise to encourage you and inspire you in all of life's trials, and to love you truly through good times and bad and everything in between. I will forever be there to laugh with you and at all of your spur-of-the-moment songs, to lift you up when you are down or when you just need to cruise on your Harley, and to love you unconditionally through all of our adventures together.
Christopher, do you take Jessica to be your wife, your partner in life, and your one true love? Will you cherish your union and love her more each day than you did the day before? Will you trust and respect her, laugh and cry with her, love her faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face together? Will you give your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward as long as you both shall live? Jessica, do you take Chris to be your husband, your partner in life, and your one true love? Will you cherish your union and love him more each day than you did the day before? Will you trust and respect him, laugh and cry with him, love him faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face together? Will you give your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward as long as you both shall live? May it please. Chris, please place this ring on Jessica's finger. And repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart. I promise from this day forward, you shall not walk alone. May my heart be your shelter, and my arms be your home. Jessica, please place this ring on Chris's finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
I promise from this day forward, You shall not walk alone. May my heart be your shelter,
May my heart be your shelter.
and my arms be your home. This wedding ring is a symbol in visible form of the unbroken circle of your love, so that wherever you go, you may always return to your shared life together. May these rings always call to mind the power of your love. At this time, the bride's mother, Gail, would like to go ahead and read a poem to the bride and groom.